Alright guys, as you know, I am a big Trump supporter, Elon fan, so what we're going to do here is we're going to react to this video on Twitter. It's 6.5 minutes of some of Trump's plans he said he plans on doing. Apparently, a lot of it's pretty major, so hopefully this is good. I'll try to break it down the best I can. So let's get started. This is on Twitter. This is on Elon's page if you guys want to find it. But I think we got to just get right back into it. So here we go. 6.5 minutes of Trump.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If
Amen.
This most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people.
I believe this, and I'm interested to hear, if he says it in here, what he plans on doing to make free speech basically free again. You know, you can't go on Twitter. You can now. You can't go on Instagram. You can't go on Facebook, especially. You can't go on any of those. Say how you feel without basically being post-blocked, banned, whatever it may be. TikTok's another big one. You can't do any of that anymore. So I'd be interested to see what he has in place here, because I know when Elon bought Twitter, there was some files that came out about was it Twitter and Facebook conspiring and blocking right wing posts and stuff like that, I believe. So I'm gonna be interested to see what he does to manage this.
They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health.
I believe it.
The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan.
Wait, before we get into his plan, I want to say he is going to sign so many executive orders within his first month or two, and I can't wait for it. It's gonna be great. But let's hear his plan.
It must happen immediately, and here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens.
Perfect. That's exactly what we need, and I'm so happy he's going to do that. Did he say within the first few hours? That's perfect. That's what we need.
Categorize or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis- or disinformation.
Okay.
And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are.
I like it. That is exactly what we need.
And I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified.
Dude,
These include
He is getting down to business, and I love it.
Include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses. To assist in these efforts, I am urging House Republicans to immediately send preservation letters, and we have to do this right now, to the Biden administration, the Biden campaign, and every Silicon Valley tech giant, ordering them not to destroy evidence of censorship. Third, upon my...
You know that's what they're doing. Like that Biden campaign, that Biden administration, dude, you know, Kamala Harris, her campaign, you know they're hiding some shit, and they are scrambling to get rid of it, and it is perfect that Trump is going to come in and wipe all that bullshit out of here.
Inauguration as president, I will ask Congress to send a bill to my desk revising Section 230 to get big online platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230 if they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and non-discrimination.
He's cracking down on this free speech shit.
We should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism, while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis- and disinformation. The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interference in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars.
Dude, they're fucked. There's some big universities out there that are fucked.
And federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more. We should also enact new laws laying out clear criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year cooling-off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data. Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online...
That's what I was talking about at the beginning with the FBI sending shit to Twitter. When
FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed, throttled, shadow banned, or otherwise restricted...
He's talking about Andrew Tate.
No matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal. In addition, all users over the age of 18 should have the right to opt out of content moderation and curation entirely and receive an unmanipulated stream of information if they so choose. The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we'll begin to reclaim our democracy and save our nation. Thank you, and God bless America.
That is perfect said. I love, dude, this is going to be the best thing to happen to our country in quite some time. He is cracking down. It's going to be better than his first term. He is cracking down on free speech. He's going after all parties involved in the censoring of the free speech. And that's just a start. I know he's going to cut federal funding to universities that participated in that. I read, dude, he's going to go a lot. He's going to do a lot for us. He's going for the endowments now. Dude, this is going to be great. And I can't wait to hear what else he plans on doing, because we will be reacting to that. If you guys want to see more of these videos, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.